Some words about Gothic architecture. In the previous post, I've made some general remarks regarding the origins of the Gothic style, and now it's necessary to highlight some distinctive features of Gothic cathedrals. So Gothic elements or components appeared in early structures, but what constitutes the Gothic style and what makes it unique is the combination of these elements. And core components of the Gothic architecture includes ribbed vaults with pointed arches and flank buttresses, sort of arched bridges, and huge stained glass windows. So the ribs form the skeletal framework or the armature, which for constructing the vault, and an integral part of this framework are the pointed arches. And the pointed, unlike the Romanesque semicircular arches, the pointed arches channel the weight more downward, more directly downward, and they appeared taller than they were. And the thrust of the nave walls was transferred through the flank buttresses to the exterior piece of buttresses, and by using these ribbed vaults with pointed arches and these flank buttresses, it became possible for architects to eliminate interior walls, to open up the outer walls, and to fill the space to insert huge stained glass clerestory windows. So there was no need anymore in those thick Romanesque in masonry walls. And as it can be understood, the construction of such cathedrals required very high level of engineering and related sciences and precise calculations, and many cathedrals were planned on such a magnificent scale that actually few of them were actually built exactly in the way they were initially planned. And it is considered that the first building where the key Gothic elements were integrated in a new way, so a new style could be distinguished, was the Abbey Church of Saint Denis. Located in the royal domain of French kings in Ile-de-France. So Saint Denis served as a pilgrimage monastery. There were relics of Saint Denis, and as a necropolis, because French kings were buried there. And its abbot Suger was an important political figure, an advisor to Louis VI, and a patron. And during his abbacy, the church was renovated, and in 1144, a new choir with ambulatory and radiating chapels was built, and Suger left writings from which we can learn about his views on the reconstruction and about architectural practices of that century. And architects used ribbed groin vaulting with pointed arches, and organized a system of interacting supports, including buttresses, columns, colonnades, and also stained glass windows were inserted. And surgery suggested that the light that passed through these windows became the light divine. And thus the rebuilt church included major components of the Gothic style. Check the sources listed in the comments and on the website.